So in this video, I want to showcase one of the unique features of Expimetrics that makes it so easy to capture experience sampling data. As you can see here, I've created what we call, or what I've called the rolling project with an access code of rolling. And as you recall, the access code is basically the code that participants enter into the smartphone to access your project. In this project here, I have two surveys, a morning survey and an afternoon survey. Each survey comprises 3 questions each. Now, if you recall, with Expimetrics, you have projects where you have multiple surveys or single surveys within projects. Basically, projects are a way to organize your surveys. You can have as many surveys as you want, or even a single survey that you repeat over multiple occasions on multiple days. In this case, I have just the morning survey and the afternoon survey, which I want to schedule over a week. So after I've created these two surveys, I then click on Schedule. So after clicking on Schedule, you have 3 different schedule formats to choose from. The first one is the rolling schedule format. Now this schedule is the one that is most common in experience sampling research designs. And as I read here, the schedule of the survey dates is based on when a user starts the study. That is, it's when a participant enters the access code into their smartphone. For example, a researcher wishes to administer a study survey over the course of 7 days for each participant, regardless of calendar dates. So participant 1 may start the study on 1st of January, and the survey will be administered over 7 days. Participant 2 may start the study on the 1st of February, and the survey will be administered over 7 days as well. So basically, you want to capture 7 days worth of data from each participant, but you don't want to worry about when they actually start the project itself. And this is usually encountered in any kind of experience sampling design. So this is a very common method. The other one is based on a fixed schedule, where you're scheduling it based on survey dates from the calendar. For instance, a researcher may wish to study a certain period of time, for instance, the New Year, or perhaps Labor Day, or perhaps over the Christmas season, for instance. And so the researcher will want to select calendar dates in which to administer the different surveys within a project. So the calendar dates need to be uniform across participants. We've covered this before, the static schedule. Static schedules are not administered over any specific time intervals. This is just a regular one-time online study. So in this case, I want to show you how a rolling schedule is done. So let's click on rolling schedule here. So after clicking on the rolling schedule, you should enter the rolling scheduler. And the rolling scheduler is formatted such that on the left, you have your surveys that you have created and labeled, which is the morning survey and the afternoon survey. In the middle, you have your scheduler itself. And on the right, you basically have your project and survey information. So as you recall, with the rolling schedule, participants can enter the access code at any time and take the survey based on how long you have scheduled it. So if you have scheduled a week-long survey, participants enter the access code and then they provide a week's worth of data to you. So basically, participants really can enter the access code at any time. And what you want to do to control that is to have a project open and close window so that it's only during this period of time that participants can enter their access code to start the project. In this case, perhaps we want to give a perhaps 2-month window from October 1st, 2016 to the end of the year, 2016. I'm not too worried here about the exact time of when the project starts and closes. I'm more concerned about just the rough time window when the project will be available for participants to enter the access code. And so once you have that done, you then want to follow the instructions here in a pop-up to say, please drag your surveys onto the scheduled days from when a user first starts the project. So you want to drag these surveys into your scheduler. And the first day of the first week, you see 2 weeks here, is when the individual first starts the project by entering the access code. Usually it's safe to start it on the second day because you don't really know when participants will enter the access code. Is it 11:59 p.m. on the first day, for instance? So in this case, I want to start the morning survey on the second day. And I want to start it at 8 a.m. It's pretty early, but you know, we're paying participants, to 12 p.m. And I'm also interested in having the notifications sent randomly during this time slot from 8 to 12 p.m. so that there isn't an expectation bias of when participants receive the survey. For instance, if it's sent every single day 8 a.m., participants will expect that, and perhaps there might be a response set to that survey. So we want to avoid that by ensuring that the survey will be sent out randomly. We then want to repeat the survey for every 1 day. And in this case, we want to repeat it another 6 days because we want 7 days worth of data. But let's say, you know, we just put in 7 days because we were not thinking carefully, and we just say update repeat. What you see here is that this current survey is repeated 7 times, and so you actually get 8 days worth of data. So if you want to delete that, just click on the time slot that you want to delete and click on delete survey. Some options will pop up, and over here you can say, well, I only want to delete this event, not all following or all the events in the series. Click on confirm, and what you should see is that you now have 7 days worth of surveys scheduled from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. You then want to collect data in the afternoon as well using your afternoon survey. Perhaps you want to start it from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. Now it highlights in red when the times don't appear right. So once you've corrected for that, basically the red highlights go away. And again, the survey will be sent out randomly to participants from between 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. And again, you want to repeat it for, in this case, 6 days because you really want 7 days worth of data. You click on update repeat. And so voila, what you have is you've scheduled your rolling schedule surveys. Starting from the second day of when somebody enters the access code, you obtain 7 days worth of data. If you're happy with that, you click on save. You should see that the save successfully pops up. And then click on this icon to activate the schedule. And once you click on that, you're ready to go. So that's all there is. As you can see, it's really easy to schedule a rolling survey. And I hope that you'll stay tuned for more videos on how to use the Expimetrics platform.